Hello, Darcie May here with Princess Foxy Lady of Maine and Mother Mouse with part 2 of our special Christmas story time. Now I'm going to let the princess go because this is Mother Mouse's story. Here we go. Okay, so Mother Mouse wants to remind you where we were. She was just beginning to tell the mice kids her story about, you remember the family from Thanksgiving they met? Well, a big snowstorm had come on, I believe it was December 1st. So let me get Mother Mouse out of the way and we'll continue the story. Okay, this was the last picture from last time. Here we go. I told Dad I'm worried about my little friend. Then I asked, please may I go check on and see them? My father looked outside. He saw coming down snow. He also saw that a pretty strong breeze did blow. He said it's storming bad. Go on, look out and see. You cannot go alone. You will get lost easy. I begged and I pleaded. I said, you can come too. Please, Daddy, can't we go? Come on, just me and you. My dad looked up at my mom. She looked a bit worried. She looked out at the storm and then she looked at me. She looked back at Dad and nodded, saying, okay. Then Dad turned to me and, get ready, he did say. He told my brother and sister to stay at home. They are to help Mummy and lug wood for the stove. I put on my snow pants, my wool socks, and my boots. I put on my coat, scarf, my hat, and my gloves, too. My dad was all ready. He was dressed warm as well. We'll be home before dark, then Mom, Daddy did tell. I waved bye to Mummy, my brother, sister too. As we walked out the door, some snow in the house blew. I held my father's hand as we walked to the trees and walked the path that goes to my friend's family. I held my head down low to stay out of the wind. I held Dad's hand tightly and closely followed him. Dad kicked snow with his feet, making a little path so snow won't be too deep when we have to walk back. All of a sudden I heard, I can see their home. We're almost there, daughter. We don't have far to go. I was glad. I was tired. Walking in snow is work. I was a bit cold, too. This storm's bad, that's for sure. When we got to their home, we walked up to it close. My dad knocked on the door and said, hi, me you know. Let's get this a little bit better. I could hear some footsteps and some moving around. Then all became quiet. I could not hear a sound. My dad picked up his hand to knock loud one more time, but the door did open. The dad said, come inside. My dad and I went in. We took off our clothes. To the warm fire burning, my dad and I did go. We warmed up a minute. They were glad to see us. My new friend came to me and she gave me a hug. They were wearing clothes we gave them Thanksgiving Day, and they were wrapped in blankets. By the fire they did stay. Their house was drafty and the wind you felt blow in. I noticed all of their blankets had holes in them. The dad took his blanket and he gave it to me. I wrapped up in it by my friend quite happily. I said, I thank you, sir. He said, you are welcome. Now please tell me why to our house you both have come. My dad said, "My daughter was worried about you. She asked to see her friend. I have come with her too. The storm out is too bad for her to come alone. I decided I would walk with her to your home." The mom took her blanket and gave it to my dad. She went to boil water, a warm drink we would have. While waiting, my friend said, "I would take you to play, but the wind is blowing. By the fire we must stay." I said, "Go get your game and we can play right here. We will be careful in the heat. We will stay near." She ran wrapped in blanket to get her toy she has. I saw quite a few holes in the blanket she has. She quickly grabbed her toy, the 3 nutshells and rock. She turned and she ran back with the one toy she's got. So that we could stay warm, we sat close to the heat. Both of us played the game. Just my new friend and me. Her mother made for us and for the adults too a cup of hot water. You drink this, you don't chew. The hot water is boiled with a cinnamon stick. It flavored the water, but just a little bit. The adults were talking while quietly we played. My friend said, "I am glad you have come here today." After a while, her dad got his cane and stood up. He said, "I must get wood so we stay warm enough." With his peg leg and cane, he walked with quite a limp. My father stood up and helped him to lug wood in. It was still storming out. Snow was still coming down. The wind was blowing hard, making a whistling sound. My friend's mom was looking for some candles to have light in the house when darkness comes with night. She found just a couple. This is all they did have. That's also when my dad said we had best head back. I got up, got ready, and my dad did also. My friend gave me a hug, squeezed me tight, then she let go. She said, "Thanks for coming to see me and to play." I said, "You are welcome. I wish longer we'd stay." My father said, "Goodbye. It's been fun seeing you. I hope we get a chance to come back here real soon." My dad and I then left. We walked out in the cold. We noticed the storm was dropping a lot of snow. It began filling in the path my father made, but he's smart and found it. He always knows the way. He again held my hand all of the way back home. I was glad my head was down, keeping out of the cold. It took a while, but did not take a long time. Soon he said, "We are close. Our home's easy to find." I was glad to hear that. I was glad to be home. Night and dark soon will be here with the storm also. Okay, we're going to stop there for part 2. See you tomorrow with part 3 of Mother Mouse's special Christmas story time.